Oh my goodness. I love it. Cool. Isabella, do you want to have a conversation or do you just... Oh my god, bro. Eat Moron, your microphone is so bad. It's literally breaking my ears. It hurts. It hurts. Be careful. Yeah, Isabella, do you want to talk about like veganism? Ben, I know. I thought of squeezing something in here, just mostly for debates. I know the other activists are doing like real life activism. I think Chip is finishing soon. 40-year-old is doing like outreach, so I thought might as well just squeeze in something in between, which is just debates, as you see. So, Isabella, do you want to have a conversation? I'll take that as a no. Let me just press a quick button over here. There you go. Oi. Oh, how was the conversation? I'm not sure if there was a guy today in the VC, in the Discord VC. I think you remember that Eat Moron. Bro, I literally forgot your name. There was a guy who basically saw me and he was like, "What? Vegans can get muscles?" Do you remember that? Oh yeah, you did. Never mind.
Vegans? No, I think his mic has some sort of problem.
Yeah, I think his mic is having a problem.
My goodness.
I remember we spoke in a Discord several years ago and about you showing me why being vegan is good, and a few years ago, I barely eat meat, I barely get sick. But that's, well, first thing, it's good that you're not eating much meat, but the issue is if there is still exploitation, you still have to, like, I would recommend you looking into that. But it's great that you can see the health benefits and so on. I'm really happy about it. But it's always like saying, I feel really great about not hurting someone, but I just do it occasionally. Like, don't do it. Where's the link? It should be in the description, hopefully. I try to change the description a little bit to have all of the stuff of like where you can debate me and where everything is. Hopefully. Let me just quickly check on live if everything's set up well. Let's see. Oh. Debate me Discord, debating the... Yeah, everything should be done. Should be. If there's any issue going on, just let me know. Oh, my hair's a mess. Might as well have a mess. There you go. Let me check something. Cool. This one. Oh, I'm gonna create an event, I think, on Discord. Repeat Friday. Wait, what? No. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can find it. And now if I click this and go all the way here, can I... Okay, I think everything's fine. Wait, is that English? Is there still a link issue, or I think everything's fine? I hope. I hope everything's okay.
Microwave one, but it's just amazing.
Sorry?
So I had the best curry the other day. It was like a microwave meal, but it was just absolutely amazing. It's like a no butter chicken thing, and
Okay.
it's like the chicken's like soy pieces, but they're so like the texture's good and flavor is just amazing, like absolutely.
Damn, should have asked them for a recipe.
Yeah, I wish.
You never know.
The problem is they're not big. Those microwave meals just aren't big enough. I need like 3 really, like.
I see.
But they are good.
Have you ever had the Hugh mac and cheese?
No, I haven't
Oh,
actually. Is that good?
everyone says it's amazing, especially if you like a lot of like convenient-based foods. Hugh
Yeah,
is
which I do.
amazing. Yeah, Hugh is great.
Well, I have the Huel drinks, and I've been using their bars as well to try and top up my calories a bit and get some extra protein. But I haven't tried much of their food yet. So
Personally, I really do love the hot and savory, and I think mac and cheese is everyone's favorite, as far as I remember.
well, let's see if I can find it anywhere local.
Dude, I feel so strange. I am like warm, but I'm cold, and I'm also like I'm getting a headache, a slight headache because it's warm and cold at the same time in a very strange way.
Bro, you got the sick.
No, not the sick, no. I think I drank a really cold juice. So I'm kind of cold. I'm warming up because of the heat, and I also have a fan blowing next to me. So it's like a multiple of things at once. Crazy.
The weather changing there.
A little bit, I think. Not dramatically, but fairly, I would say.
So here in the northern U.S. right now, I don't know if you guys have heard, there's like massive wildfires in Canada, and all the smoke is blowing into the northern U.S. And so right now, like I'm in Michigan, and everywhere you look, it's just like you're in a cloud of smoke. Like it almost looks like mist, but it's not humid. It's like we're living in a giant smoke campfire right
Oh,
now.
Jesus.
It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been like this for like 3 days.
There's gonna be so many breathing issues and stuff. Jesus. It's crazy how, for example, in these cases, people can be like, environment is bad, everything is being bad. I'm not gonna do anything about it, but I'll definitely tell the government that they should do something about it.
Yeah. But everyone here is just like blaming Canada. It's Canada's fault.
Yeah,
So.
it's always someone else's fault. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
What's up, Snake? Have we spoken to you, Snake?
Is he a snake? Hey. Don't be a snitch. Just go for a ditch.
Gotta be careful with them snakes, because they'll tempt you with that forbidden fruit.
It's probably nutritional yeast. Hey. Oi. Let me check something real quick. Seems fine. Let's see. Damn. So far so good. Dude, it's crazy how there are some people on other chats who are complaining about, you know, back hurting and all of that stuff, and I'm just thinking to myself, bro, I'm doing fine because I'm stretching and doing all of these things. What have you been doing? And they're like, yeah, I haven't. They don't really go to the gym or anything like that. They don't even do stretches, which can take 5 to 10 minutes. Oh man.
Yeah, I've been trying to do more. I mean, obviously, I'm still like struggling with stuff, but like just some stretches and some moving around in general does help a lot.
Yeah, but I'm mostly talking about the people who like haven't done any form of exercise in the last 15 years and they're complaining about things being stiff.
Literally live in an office chair and then moan about being in pain.
At least I complain for feeling stiff after working out, which is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because when someone folds you like a t-shirt when you're doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu, then I guess yeah, you can complain.
Yeah.
Oh man. Nice. Uh-oh, someone's getting a DM. Yo, VG, what's up? I'm just chilling on Discord. I'm waiting for some people to arrive. Right now playing some games. Just chilling, you know? Tomorrow I won't be able to do street activism, unfortunately. I would love to. You know, I would completely love to do more street stuff. But there are other things I need to like take care of real quick as well. So I hope you're doing fine on today as well. Hopefully everything is a-okay, you know. Oy. Oy. So far so good. Dude, one thing I can complain about all day every day is how expensive trains are, but buses are like so cheap. That's
I to you
so
when we saw you, like, I haven't
crazy.
used either for fucking years, like. I think I'd rather use a train.
It's more efficient. It gets you somewhere quicker, but the bus, it's like it's a bit more inconvenient. But oh man, annoying. But you sit in the traffic for quite a bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst thing about the buses, the worst thing, oh my goodness. It's when you're literally hot as fuck and everyone is like, I'm kind of cold, I'm gonna close the window here, close the window there, and you're just suffering. Especially, dude, imagine this, right? You're sitting on the back because you expect everyone to open up the window and you get all of the blast of the wind in your face. But you're also next to the engine. But they just decided,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's just close it and we will let you cook in the back next to the
It's like a
engine.
little oven. Oh, it's too much.
Oh, it's crazy. Oi, oi, oi. Ay. I was watching some of the Chips activism today. It was really interesting. Pretty interesting as well. Not too many
That
crazy
the
people,
he
but
said like two feminists speak to something. Was it that one?
I think so. But there was a
Okay.
recent short from Chip, and I thought like, this is crazy. Basically, he was saying Chip was trying to explain this to someone how they don't really like religion because religions are usually very sexist. And there was a guy who was listening, and Chip was explaining that, you know, I can't remember exact quotes, but he said that in this part of the scripture, it says that women should be treated lesser than a man, or something. The guy got kind of annoyed, and then like later he wanted to leave, and Chip said something along the lines of like, "Look, I can't like shake your hand because you're kind of like low-key sexist, bro." The guy said, "Okay, go fuck yourself," and left. Like, holy fuck. Jesus. Some people, you know?
Yeah.
You explain to someone a problematic behavior, you tell them, can you not do it? And they tell you to fuck off. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose like you can't change necessarily what people think, but they don't have to like continue to express it in your face, you know? Like, I don't,
Yeah, but when people
if you know what I
say
mean.
when people say that they treat everyone equally, and then they say, yeah, but then we should also treat women lesser.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oi. There were some people on the street today at Chip's live stream who were saying, yeah, Nazis were the worst people ever, treating others, you know, like this and like that. And then they said, on like next 5 minutes, you hear them say, yeah, but we're stronger than them, so it's kind of like okay. We've done it for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, bro. Damn.
It is crazy. Like I spoke to Sport about this last night quite a bit, and we were just talking about like people's mindsets and stuff, and it's just so mad to me. Like, you know, the people don't see that any connection between those two treatments of people. You know, it's scary, really.
But like,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think it would be a big leap for people to go back to that sort of treatment of humans. You know, like, bear in mind they can justify it so easily with animals.
It's just so, yeah, with some religious people, I usually say you're like one word away from being okay with killing humans. Because if a scripture had one word flipped to humans, they would just justify it. But they always say,
Yeah, it would be fine.
Yeah.
Because God said it. Like, God didn't really say it. Like, like, I don't know. I find it hard.
I just hate it when some people just don't engage in hypotheticals. And I hated the like. Well, hypothetically, if this was true, and they said I can't engage with hypotheticals which are not real, man. So I tell them, okay, if you could snap your fingers right now and feed everyone in the world, would you do it? Oh yeah, of course I would. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, but you'll get that. I've had that before with someone that said I can't engage hypotheticals. Like, I think they were religious, and then they were like, yeah, but what if the world went vegan tomorrow? It would be really bad. And I was like, well, that's hypothetical. Like, thing. What they mean is they can't engage in our hypotheticals.
Yeah. Oh man. I still can't believe there was a guy here on Discord who said that vegans, like, they have poor jaw health. Out of
I've
nowhere.
heard that before.
I have no idea what that person was on about.
Well, the theory is obviously because with softer foods, then obviously, you know, like bones get strengthened by like like basically strain being put on them, because if we don't strain them, then like our jaw, then it gets weaker or something. But I haven't actually seen any evidence of it. I did look into it
Oh.
because I've like heard it when I first went vegan. I found it quite interesting.
Also, for Isabella, you're here, you'll listen to me because I'll be explaining your point. You're saying that aren't eating our food though, well, we have to farm food for animals, and then you're saying feed is used to raise chickens, which is mostly made of waste. Not necessarily, you'll have to demonstrate if this is true. We have enough evidence to show that we have to farm animal food for animals. And you don't believe that animals should be gone through forcible breeding, but you still are okay with enslaving animals, right? Putting them on farms where they don't have to be, just because of no good reason. We are simply saying that exploiting animals is bad, that doesn't have to happen, and there's no good reason to continue doing it. And when people usually say, well, we have to continue doing it, it goes back to, oh, because I like them being slaves. I like what I get out of these slaves, which is a very problematic statement. And also, you're saying that's the cost of the business. Like, why the fuck should we care about the business? Imagine if I said, like, oh, we shouldn't, like, stop child exploitation, because imagine what happens to the business. We need to care about the business. Like, no, what the fuck, no? Fuck him. Fuck the businessman. Oy. Dude, I ate so much. Yum. I can't believe that the whole block of tofu is like... Oof. It's quite tanky in a way.
What did you just have? Like a block of tofu in some bread?
Not raw, no. I pan cooked it with some oil. Added some...
Slice it or just leave it as a block?
Oh, spiced it a little bit. A little bit.
No, like sliced it into thinner slices.
Yeah, there were 3 slices.
Yeah.
And all of those 3 slices
Nice.
went into 1 toasted bread. Well, 2 toasted. It was like top toast and bottom toast. And then
Nice.
ketchup. Yeah. I feel so full.
Yeah, I said now my kitchen is finally sorted and I can start cooking again. Like, I'm gonna start having a go with some tofu stuff.
Nice.
I used a little bit of tofu when I first went vegan, and I just haven't got around to cooking it much for a while. But I did find this really nice smoked tofu, and I'd like to get some more of that. So.
Also, Isabella, you keep saying random stuff which doesn't justify anything. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say. We're saying animal abuse is bad, we should not do it. But then you're saying, well, biology though. Like, what's that even mean? Ay. Fuck. Let's see. Let's see. Yo, hello everyone. We are here to talk about our Lord and Savior Earthling Ed. Our Eddie is no, but on actual note, we simply are saying animal abuse is bad and don't do it. But when you buy meat, you're kind of showing that animal abuse is okay. So don't do it. Abuse is bad, don't do it. If you guys want to talk about this or something, I'm more than happy to talk about it. Let me check. Fuck, man. Let's see. Isabella, do you want to talk or do you just want to type? Because you're saying so much stuff, but yet you're not saying a thing. I'll let you yap in the channel on Discord, but if you actually want to have a conversation about your view, I would prefer to talk. That's my preference. Oh no, and you're saying a lot of crap, man. Isabella, mic up, because this is gonna be crazy if you're actually gonna say this on a VC channel. Hello everyone. I see that we have some newcomers, so I'm gonna say that I believe we all should be vegan and nobody should consume animal products. If anyone wants to debate that position, you're more than welcome to. I have very strong points. I have yet to hear a strong point about it, to be against it.
Hello?
Hello,
Can
what's up? I can hear you. What's up, man?
I'm doing alright. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just here to ask some people a few questions. Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
What do you think of people who abuse animals?
In what context?
All you know is that they hurt animals because they enjoy it.
I think that they are mentally sick. If they hurt animals because they just like it, they are mentally sick.
What did they tell you? They don't like hurting animals, but they get something that they enjoy from dead animals.
Sorry?
What if someone tells you that they don't like hurting animals, but they like when animals are dead because they get something nice from dead animals?
You mean like they like when animals are dead?
Because they get something from dead animals, yes.
Food?
Anything. Body bag, they punch bodies, you know, they do whatever.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I think like we live in a world where we as humans should eat protein. So, like we raise animals like sheep and cows, and we eat them.
But if you're saying
We need to eat protein. But
yes.
when it comes to just hurting them or just abusing them in another way, it's not right.
Can we get protein without hurting animals?
Yes, but there is a difference between like protein that comes from vegetables and protein that comes from animals.
Amazing.
They
I,
it's not
I have a question for you. How much nutritional knowledge do you have about like amino acids?
not a lot. Like
Okay.
I've been going to the gym since I was young, so I followed and I watched a lot of content about nutrition and training and etc.
Okay.
So there
So
is,
let me ask you this quick question. Do you think
yeah,
there's any huge difference between plant protein and meat protein?
there isn't actually.
Okay, so let's stop talking about protein because it's a useless subject. Okay? Because as you agreed that yes, we can get protein on plant diets. So let's stick to that. If we can get protein on plant-based diet, why should we continue hurting animals if we can get protein somewhere else?
Like it's not like what I'm go. My idea is that everyone has his point of view. So
Yeah, I understand. What about animals' point of view that
yeah,
they want to live?
we should stop raising them.
We
We
should
should we should stop like raising animals like cows and sheep and
like
etc.
stop.
We just going to like throw them in the jungle and
I don't think we should.
stick to
I don't think we should throw them in a jungle. But I just think we
so
should
what
not. I don't think we should continue farming them for something that's not necessary. So
we
what I
should
mean. What's up?
I say what I'm trying to say is that like the purpose of us like raising and animals is that we it's a production. It's an industry. It's a production industry. If
Sure.
we stick to like protein that comes from vegetables, we should stop producing those animals, and that's all.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we just keep like producing animals and not using them, it's going to be like there is going to be a problem in the how the world is going. Like
But it's still a problem.
there is gonna
There's still a problem with what you're saying. And what I mean by that, it's I can raise a dog to kill them for fun, and that is a reason for me to farm them. All I'm trying to say is right now there is no good reason to farm someone who doesn't even have to be farmed. There is no good reason. There can be a reason, but there is no good reason. That's my point. But right,
you your point is that the reason is not like good enough
especially for what has to
for
happen to
killing
them.
them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got your point. Everyone got
Um,
his point of
but
view.
now here's a big question. If you completely agree with me, why do you pay for animals to be farmed? Because if you agree that farming should be it should stop because we have other protein, then wouldn't it make sense for you to stop paying for farms as well?
What do you mean by paying for farms?
When you buy meat, you're paying for towards farmers to create more animals, to kill more animals. And
Yeah,
I'm saying don't do that because when you pay for it, you're with your money you're saying I like it, do more, do more, do more.
but the majority beats the what to say, like the majority of people. If the majority of people don't do this, it's pointless.
Well,
So
if I say majority of people are racist, it's pointless for me not to be racist. Would that make sense?
no,
Why?
it doesn't make sense.
Why? Do you know
So the context is different
why?
because being racist is not being vegetarian.
But being racist hurts someone, and eating meat hurts someone. There is a
I don't-
connection. Look, when you buy meat, you want someone to be dead, an animal, right?
Right.
And when you don't buy meat, you prevent someone from being dead for you, right? That's the difference.
All I'm trying to say is that I'm not vegetarian. I eat meat. I eat chicken. I eat cows. I eat
So you
like
want them
every
to be
kind
dead.
of meat.
You want them to be dead.
But I'm not. But
Yes, wait, you do. You do
I
want.
do understand. I do understand your point of view. Okay? But for me, I do like meat and like killing the animals for the reason of feeding is good enough for me.
But you can eat something else. This is like me saying, yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can punch a
yeah.
boxing bag, but I prefer to punch my wife. Because that's my good reason. Like, it's not a good reason. If you have an option to not hurt someone, and you still want to hurt someone, that's a bad thing. And you should know it's a bad thing. Especially, imagine if someone tells you, like, imagine your son or your daughter or whoever telling you, I punched my teacher because they pissed me off. I could have used that frustration, I don't know, in a football game or something, but I decided to punch my teacher. You would say it's a bad thing because it didn't have to happen. The same
Yeah,
way how you're
yeah.
currently hurting animals, that doesn't have to happen.
Like I say, it's like killing those animals for like the reason of feeding is good enough for me.
It's a bad
Every
reason
year,
because you can do something. You can eat something else. It's a very bad reason.
yeah.
Or why do you want to
Uh,
hurt animals if there is an option not to do it? Why do you want to hurt them?
because I like meat.
So you like to hurt them because you get enjoyment out of hurting them.
Not not getting enjoyed out of hurting them. I get enjoyed by eat them.
Yeah, you get enjoyment from the dead body. You want them to be
Yes.
dead because you enjoy them being dead, because when they are dead, you get pleasure from it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. We all fucked up.
No, it's you. I am not fucked up, because I told you I don't do that. It's you who is.
Okay, so the majority of us fucked up.
Well, no, because majority of people say abusing animals is bad, I will change. But you're saying animal abuse
But-
is bad, but I will continue doing it.
But the majority of people eat meat.
But majority of people
90% of the people that 90% of the people that I know eat meat.
But majority of people I talk to realize the issue and they actually change. Because they understand
Maybe
that
that you are in a maybe that you are in a subgroup or like a small group of people that are like you have the same like point of view, and this is like this is human being. We are
no,
different.
it's you. Majority of people say
So-
abusing animals is bad, but you're saying abusing animals is good. It's your issue. It's not everyone's issue. It's you. Because if someone said, well, people around the world abuse their wife. I also do it. So is that a bad thing? Yes, of course it is.
All of these things comes from how to say, I forgot the term. Sorry, you can continue. I forgot the term. Like how to say, ethics.
It
Do you
is
know what ethics means?
Yes, and that's why we're talking about this. Because
So
you're
what's
just
the source of ethics?
environment, culture, tradition, but usually people change their ethics when they realize there's a victim. If someone like you,
In the first place,
what do you
in
mean?
the first place, what is the main source of ethics? Where do we as people
no.
learn ethics?
Well, we learn ethics over time. I don't know exactly where our brains, like how they developed to have these things, but as far as I know, I'm someone who doesn't abuse animals, and my justification is abusing animals for enjoyment is bad. But you're saying the other side. You're saying abusing animals for enjoyment is good. So you should be the one to explain to me why abusing animals is a good thing.
I'm gonna give you an example.
Oh god.
When you say animals, you include the fish, like seafood.
Yes, animals like fish, snakes, yeah.
Okay, so let's say that you are in the sea
Okay.
and you have all the food that you have is it's done, like you eat all your food
Okay.
and you are stuck in the sea and there is no food,
Okay.
but you have the option to like fish.
Okay. Do you remember the conversation we had?
Do you
Because I think you completely forgot about it. What did I tell you about animals and farming them and killing them? Because I think like you completely forgot about it, and I literally answered this question, but I'm not sure if you were even listening.
I was listening all the time.
So you should know the answer. You should know my answer to this question.
Yeah, I do know your answer is correct, but I gave you like a question. If like this
You should
scenario,
know the answer
if
to
you
this
are
question because I told you before. Like I explained this. If we have to
so
do
you
it,
are
if we have to do it, then sure. But we live in a situation where we do it for pleasure, for enjoyment, and that should stop. And you clearly showed me that you do hurt animals because you enjoy what they give you. And I said that's a really bad
Exactly.
reason.
Hey,
Hello, yo, hello, what's
Hello?
up?
hello. Anyone created for that?
Who said that?
Me.
Yeah, I could say you were created for me to abuse you. Then that's okay, right?
No,
But I said so.
no.
I'm using your logic. I said so.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, all I'm saying is
Yo,
you
what's up?
you clearly said that hurting animals for enjoyment is good because you get to
Vamo, are they talking?
I'm talking to someone else real quick. So their justification was it's okay to hurt animals unnecessarily because they get to enjoy doing it, or they get enjoyment out of them being abused and harmed. And I'm saying that's a really bad reason to continue abusing animals.
Okay, when you eat fruits, you hurt the trees.
No, because they don't feel pain.
Trees, bro. Trees cannot deploy. Like they don't have conscious experience. So, like, what do you hurting?
Can you define consciousness?
Oh, Yama,
Ah.
Yama, your microphone or keyboard is very, very loud.
I'm sorry, man. Can you buy me a new one?
No, but if with this behavior, I'll probably mute you if you continue talking like this.
Mute him. Yeah.
No, I'm just giving you. I'm
Whoa.
just giving you a warning, but just keep your behavior.
Did you like wake up on the wrong side of the bed?
Would you like to continue talking about veganism, or would you like me to mute you? Thank you.
I was actually talking about veganism before I got interrupted by you.
Okay, but let's go into it. So yeah, so trees
So
don't.
Vamo, can you define consciousness?
Consciousness is a subjective experience.
Like you weren't having
Where
some sort
are you a
of
vegan?
experience.
Yeah, I'm against
It's
abusing.
awareness.
I'm against
I'm
abusing
vegan as well.
animals.
Oh, are you an atheist?
What does it matter? You can be vegan, Christian, vegan, Muslim, vegan, atheist. It doesn't matter. Vegans are
But
simply
no,
against.
because with religion, some religions like give injunctions where you have to kill animals for like animal
Yeah,
sacrifices.
I usually talk to people like that, and that's not necessarily the case. But people on the internet fight about it, and I don't really care. I'm simply against unnecessary, I'm against unnecessarily hurting animals, and for some reason people find that to be a problem. So
What about like
I have a
religious
question. I have
sacrifices? But do you
I
think
have a
that's
question.
unnecessary?
two
I have
people
a
were
question,
talking at
Felix.
once. What's up?
So would you think like religious animal sacrifices are necessary?
Of course, yeah.
Wouldn't that be a violation of someone's freedom to like practice
Yeah,
their religion?
the same way how would be a violation of human sacrifice for religion as well. I would completely stop it because there's a victim.
No, because like human consciousness, we would just say is completely different to animal
Uh,
consciousness.
Well, are you saying that it's okay to kill those who have less consciousness?
I didn't hear you.
Would you say that it's okay in religions to kill individuals with less consciousness? Because by that,
What do you mean by like less consciousness?
yeah, I'm talking about, let's say there's a human who has the same mental capabilities as a chicken. Would it be okay to like kill them?
Say there's like degrees of consciousness.
Can you engage with my
Oh, sorry for
hypothetical?
that. But yeah, I just wouldn't say there's degrees of consciousness.
Yeah, but can you
Your
engage?
question wouldn't apply.
Of course it can apply because it's a hypothetical.
Yeah, no, because my definition of consciousness is like just the ability to deploy subjective experience.
Yeah, do you think chickens have subjective experiences?
Can you prove they do?
Sure.
Yep.
Like holy fuck.
Pretty easily.
Wait, do you? Okay, hold on.
Also-
Let me just see if he's gonna bite the bullet. Do you think if I go out now onto a street and fucking curb stomp a dog, would there be any issues with it?
Okay, so that's not going to be evidence
That's
for
not
like
my
animals being
question.
able to
That's
deploy subjective experience.
irrelevant.
Okay, but I asked you about. I asked you about.
I just wanna test your logic. Yama, if I curb
Yeah, I
stomp
asked you a question.
I just wanna test your logic, Yama, just real quick. I'm gonna do it 2 more times, and then I'm probably gonna move on. Can I curb stomp a dog right now? Do you think that's ethical?
It depends.
Depends on
It
what.
depends. What the fuck?
It
Yeah,
depends.
so
Depends
it
on
would
what.
depend if it's ordained by an infallible
Yama,
creator, like
what
God.
would justify
in
me
which
curb?
case it would be alright.
Yama, what justification can you tell me right now to curb stomp a dog? If I see a dog on the street right now,
Okay, so yeah, so if we define God as the maximally most perfect being, and this perfect being says it's alright.
He didn't ask you anything about
God.
God. He didn't ask you anything about God. Answer the question.
Yeah, but God necessarily exists, and so if this
Okay,
God does
I'm
command me
gonna-
to do it, it would
I'm
be morally
gonna
right.
ask you one simple question. Yama, if your God tells you to have sex with a child, would you do it?
My God would never tell me to do that.
That's not
'cause my
my
God
question.
Is morally correct.
That's not my question. Hypothetically, if you find out your God tells you to have sex with a child, would you do it?
No, I wouldn't believe in that God then.
That's not the question. If your God told you that you should have sex with a child, would you do it?
Of course not, bro. Because God
There
would
you
never
go.
tell me to do that.
That's
No,
not,
no, no. The
that's-
thing is,
Do you
God would
know
never
the
tell you
mind of
to.
your God?
God
No,
would
no,
never
this
tell
is
you to
like-
stomp a dog on the curb either.
no, this is
But
a
like
bad faith
but like
question, right?
in Islam, God ordains
No.
like animal sacrifice.
No, it doesn't. There are vegan Muslims.
Yeah, wait, how do you know what god he worships? He could just worship
But
a made-up god that does that.
that's completely irrelevant. There are vegan Muslims, and if he says that they are not true Muslims, then I just want to have a conversation with someone else, because it's gonna be a really fucked up, weird conversation. There are vegan Muslims, so people who are vegan, who are Muslims, can be vegan. So what? But I think what's really important right now is to go into the to the parts where, like, right now we live in a society when we are unnecessarily killing animals for something that's not even needed. So then the question is, what's the justification for needlessly killing animals in today's society? Anyone can answer that because we can go into a conversation. Because I see there's multiple of you guys who joined in. So one of you guys can get the ball to start curving, I guess. Because the reason why I'm vegan, because I learned that right now we are literally mostly killing animals for enjoyment, as in for bacon, steak, and stuff like that we don't even need.
Yeah, really weird to have like an idol of a Hindu god if you're a Muslim, since that's not allowed in Islam.
No, it could be many things, but I don't really go into that stuff. But all religions can be vegan. And I think all religions should be vegan, because veganism is just a non-action. You don't choose to abuse animals. That's what I mean by non-action.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's just sickening to hear people claim that their God told them to abuse animals. Like,
Well,
that their God ordains it. That's just disgusting.
Oh, drums. Religion was used throughout history to even like abuse humans. And I'm just saying that, hey, sure, it was used for that, but let's look at the context of religion now. It is still being used to abuse individuals. So maybe we should just change. Keep your traditions, keep your religions, just don't hurt anyone in the meantime. That's it.
I think Maisha wants to talk about religion.
Well, they can if it's actually related to veganism, because I think.
Okay, so my question was,
yes.
So the topic of the topic of the VC is, or the question in the VC is veganism better? Is this meant in the moral sense?
So it's just a conversation. It's just like a conversation starter. First, it's like learning what veganism is. So veganism is a philosophical stance against exploitation of animals, right? Then I would probably ask you, do you think someone who doesn't exploit animals is better than someone who does exploit animals?
I would say it depends on the paradigm. So I'm a Christian. I believe in my paradigm, yes, somebody who does not exploit animals is better than somebody who does.
Sure. So
in which paradigm would it be better?
But I don't believe that all paradigms can coherently claim that something is more morally better or morally worse. I don't believe that will coherently work in all paradigms. For example, are you? Can I ask you a question, Felix? Are you an atheist?
Yes.
Do you believe that? So, on what basis do you believe that veganism is morally better than non-veganism?
I usually, when it comes to the actions, even when I used to be religious, there's a conversation for another day. I always cared about the victims, right? If there's a victim of something, of someone, I would definitely care about what's happening to them. And I always cared about animals because if you think about it, animals are way more innocent than humans. If you ever, like, this is gonna sound kind of fucked up, but during my college days in college or whatever, I used to watch like some ISIS videos. It was a very edgy time in my life, you know, whatever. But I always thought, okay, there was probably some kind of justification. Maybe someone lied, someone this. Like, humans can be very cruel to each other, right? So I always try to find a justification for those videos. But when I saw the footage of slaughter and whatever, that kind of fucked me up, because those animals would never consciously do something bad to another individual. And that's what made me go vegan. That was partially one of the reasons that made me go vegan. But I even think that religious people
Okay. Yeah. So would you say, to go to like the question to the conversation starter, would you say that when people say veganism is morally better than non-veganism, do you believe that this is only subjective or this can be objective?
I would say based on my subjective view, and the reason why, because I have many conversations with people online and in the public where they straight up tell me, yeah, I have no issue abusing animals, and there's nothing you can tell me right now to make me change. So I usually tell them, okay, then the conversation's finished, and I don't want to talk to you. I usually
if you don't mind me, if you don't mind me just like interjecting here, because it seems like there's a lot of moral realists based with their their view of morality is based on some grounding in somebody's hot micing.
Alejandro, could you like mute your mic? Thank you very much.
Right. So there seems to be a lot of religious people that have their quote unquote grounding of morality based on some external authority figure like a god. And I just want to make it very clear this misconception that non-religious or a-religious people can't have like an understanding of moral realism. So you don't have to believe in an external authority figure in order to be a moral realist and to believe that morals are objectively true. So that's all I have to say. I would try to dispel that. It's a misunderstanding you have that you have to believe in God to believe in morality.
Okay, so on what basis without a god? On what basis would things be morally
on reality, on observation of reality, the consequences of actions.
Remember, guys, I don't want to derail this too much into like religion and subjective morals. I want to keep it kind of short. Do you guys agree that if we can live in this in a society where we don't harm animals, that would, in your view, be better?
Yeah, in the Christian worldview, that would be better.
Okay. So would you say that going vegan would be an action aligning more with that world that you wanna live in?
I mean, sure. I have. By the way, I want to clarify. I have nothing against veganism, right? Per se, I have. Well, my issue is just that there are certain reasons for veganism that I find incoherent. So veganism per se, I have nothing against that. So I'm I'm an Orthodox Christian, and we fast a lot. We fast like half the year. We eat, we have actually we our diet is very much similar to vegans for when we fast. So we fast from meat and stuff, but we don't do it. But within our the way I see it, within our framework, we have a way to coherently say that it's morally something is morally better, like being, not killing animals. My issue is not with veganism per se. It's for the motivations for being for being vegan, that I see some incoherencies in certain frameworks.
Sure, you can debate that. I would not have an issue debating this as well, but I think it's really important for like someone like me and you to first put ourselves in a position where we don't unnecessarily exploit animals, and then maybe we can talk about morals, ethics, or objective, subjective, view. So for example, for someone like you, I really appreciate that you understand what veganism is. You understand that it's about not exploiting animals. But my question for you, would be like, if you currently live in a society where you can be vegan, why do you still choose products which harm animals? Do you think you should stop doing that?
Yeah, I definitely think we should reduce, if we can't totally eliminate animal exploitation. That is morally wrong.
So is there anything I can provide to you even today to show you that you don't have to consume animal products and stuff like that? Well, let me rephrase myself. Is there anything I can give you right now to make you go vegan today? Because the longer you're not vegan, the more animals you're unnecessarily exploiting.
The thing is, I wouldn't consider, from my Christian worldview, I don't consider all killings of animals to necessarily be animal exploitation. I wouldn't connote all types of like killing animals for food as necessarily morally wrong.
Okay, so if someone wanted to slit a pig's throat just for a little bit of bacon, nothing else, you would not have any issues with it. So let's say I go out, I find a pig, slit their throat, cut some bacon out of them, and the body I just throw under my pit of flowers where they blossom. Would you have any issues with that?
If you do it like exactly the way you describe it, then you're not actually. I mean, I would say that is morally wrong, but again, that's not necessarily. I mean, that's like a gross representation of like just like I'm not saying everything that we do to a pig if we try to make food out of it, has to go in that direction. So,
but the issue
I mean, yeah,
is
sure.
the issue
I'm
is
not saying I'm not saying all killings of animals are morally right. Neither am I saying all killings of animals are morally wrong.
But we're talking about
I believe there are
unnecessarily
certain.
killing, because that's what's happening in today's society. Like, we can understand that at some point there is a necessity to kill animals. We can even make an argument for that. But I'm talking about unnecessarily killing. A killing that doesn't have to happen. Is it justifiable to kill animals if it's unnecessary?
I mean, how would you like find criteria for necessity slash unnecessary?
Having another option. So let's say
Yeah, sure. But like, let's say I live in a country where like for some reason like the vegetable market is just like, let's say it's a country that's run by like corrupt people, and for some reason the meat is really cheap and accessible, but like the vegetables or like plants are like really inaccessible to like the average person, right? No. Again,
wait.
so
I can work with this.
Or like, how would you how would you like?
Wait,
what's the criteria for something being necessary or not?
In this hypothetical, it sounds like a necessity, but that's not. That's really far away from what actually is realistically happening. But in this case scenario, I can grant you the hypothetical. But let's talk about real life. Right now, we are in fact hurting animals for an optional product, for a product that we don't even need. So why should we continue doing it? And if there's no good reason to continue doing it, then maybe we should stop paying for it. That's my argument. And if you agree with me, then someone like you ought to go vegan, based on your own morals and principles. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Be a more moral person and be vegan.
Okay, but like when it comes to like the details, like would you say financial aspects have anything to do with this? Like there are certain people where going on a vegan diet, a full vegan diet, actually makes their lives financially way harder than just eating a mix of meat and vegetables. So like, what's exactly like the criteria? No, I can speak for this because for instance, I live in Switzerland. The vegan products here are really expensive.
So
and
wait, hold on.
I get
hold on. When you say vegan products, what do you mean by that?
Like, not I'm talking about like manufactured vegan products, not like just the vegetables you find in the supermarkets, which are technically vegan as well.
So maybe,
but like I'm talking about like processed vegan stuff.
Then don't buy processed vegan stuff. Imagine if someone told you, like, bro, I can't eat meat because, like, buying Wagyu steak from Japan that's flown into my country on a first-class plane, it's really expensive. Like, bro, what the fuck, you know? Just don't buy the expensive shit. No vegan is gonna tell you to, buy processed vegan foods. The whole veganism is just about not exploiting animals, and you can even do it on a very expensive or non-expensive diet. It's just up to you how you wanna structure your diet. Because veganism isn't about the diet; it's about the ethics.
But would you say that if somebody does not go to a full vegan diet because of financial reasons, would you say that he did it out of necessity, or he didn't have to do it?
It depends, right? There are many people who say, well, I don't... There are many people who make shit ton of bad excuses. And I would have to go through those excuses first to actually understand if it's actually necessity or not. Because keep in mind, a lot of people make really shitty excuses for their own behaviors. Could I ever justify...
Mostly be laziness and convenience. more than a necessity. It's definitely not a biological necessity to consume animal flesh.
Yeah, like majority of people, like especially vegans, are not going to go at someone for going to a food bank and getting like a non-vegan product, because it kind of sounds like by the sheer fact they're going to a food bank, that means that they're not in a very good position financially. But if you can afford to go and buy meat like chicken or whatever, then you probably can buy tofu.
So are you basically saying that everybody who can afford a vegan diet should be vegan, but if you can't necessarily afford a vegan diet, you shouldn't necessarily be vegan?
Veganism is a philosophy. It's not a diet.
I'm talking about yeah, I'm not talking about veganism. I'm talking about the vegan diet itself, like the practical, like avoiding meat in your diet. Would you say that to narrow down like your proposition, that would you say that if somebody can afford a vegan diet, there's no reason for him to not go on a vegan diet, but if he
Yeah.
can't afford it, then you would have to look at the specifics, and then depending on that, say whether it's because of necessity or not. So it's
Yeah.
only what. So would you say that the no excuses part only applies to people who can actually afford it?
Yeah, but also keep in mind that veganism is factually the cheapest diet out there. So if someone
Yeah, you're
says,
framing this all wrong.
yeah, if someone claims that veganism is expensive, I cannot grant that, because we have enough evidence to show otherwise. But also treat it treat this similar to if someone said that their diet, hypothetically, treat this like this. Let's say I, Felek, my diet consists of human babies. Human babies are so cheap because I go to hospital, they give me babies nobody wants, and I just eat them, you know? Like, how would you treat such action, right? And you probably would be on a similar side to a vegan. Like, that's fucked up, you shouldn't do it. But if the food bank only offers dead babies as a form of food, then, yeah. So, can I send you a link with, like, to show you that you can't, like, let me rephrase myself. Mighty, can I send you a link to a challenge, which is called Challenge 22, which is a vegan challenge that helps you go vegan for 22 days? It's all free. You get a dietitian as well, so if you have any nutritional questions, they can help you with that.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, as an Orthodox Christian, I fast. A lot of our fasting is pretty much vegan, so I don't think it's gonna be a new thing
But the
for me.
non-fasting where you hurt animals, that's what I'm worried about.
Like what exactly do you mean in terms of the difference?
Because animal products have to cause harm to the animal.
Okay, but animals eat animals also.
Yeah, and animals also lick their testicles. Are you going to do this on the camera to show me you're an animal? Also, animals sniff each other's ass before they introduce to each other. My ass is ready for you to sniff, you know? All I'm saying is, yes, humans are animals, but that doesn't mean we should do every single action that other animals do. We are moral agents. We understand what is good, what is bad. So maybe we should do the good thing. Does it make sense? So I really do hope it makes sense. Be nice to animals. Don't kill them. Killing's not nice. Jeez.
So I don't know, are there still any like objections? It kind of seems like you're not entirely convinced about it being like moral and immoral.
There was
Yeah, that's why I think sidestepping the ideology here is not going to work with Mighty, because at the core of it, you don't believe that animals have intrinsic value. You view them as products instead of individuals, and that's the problem.
Oh,
Wait.
when did I ever say that?
You didn't say that. I'm inferring that. Am I inaccurate, or do you think that animals are here for us or here with us?
I believe they are. I mean, depends what you mean by for and with. Like
Right. Are they here?
I believe beings are here for each other. I wouldn't say it's in the sense of being like
Being exploited by each
being
other?
exploited. Like you can be like something can be here for someone doesn't necessarily mean that it's for exploitation purposes.
Well, so you made a comment earlier that you don't think that killing an animal to eat their body is always, by definition, exploitation, and that would be objectively false, right? Because when you look at the definition, not your personal definition, but the actual definition of exploitation, it means using someone unfairly, right? If you're using their body as food, it doesn't matter what your excuse is for it. It is by definition exploitation. So if you think
Wait. So
that God, if you think
on
that
what
God
basis?
put these animals on earth for you to eat their bodies, then you believe that they are here as products for you to exploit. That's the problem.
On what basis is using someone or something unfair or fair?
Right, because you don't need to do it and they don't want to die.
So we're going back to the necessity. So what you're basically saying exploitation is using someone unnecessarily?
Exactly. Using someone unfairly or unnecessarily, like unnecessary isn't the crux of it, but it's unfair to take the autonomy from someone else, right? They are individuals just like humans. They have their own thoughts, their own desires, and none of their desires or interests are to be your food, to be your sandwich. So if you're doing something against the interest of another individual, that's unfair. That's exploitation.
Okay. I have a theoretical question. I have a theoretical
Well, one last thing, and you
If-
can ask your question. It's very easy to say, I am allowed to use your body because God told me so. Right? That's like the biggest scapegoat cop-out thing that anybody could say to justify anything in the world. I can exploit you. I can take away your autonomy and your own personal freedom because God told me so. Go ahead.
Do you believe that the reason why eating plants is okay because it's necessary? Like eating animals
No.
is unnecessary, but there is no alternative to plants.
No.
Like, do you
No,
believe
it's
that
because
if
plants are not individuals, right? They're not conscious, sentient individuals.
We have no issue.
so it's not about ending life in general, but ending a conscious life. It's restricted to conscious life.
Sentient.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Sentient. Sentient is more than consciousness. It's the ability to have a subjective experience, to be the observer, right? You're the observer of your own life. You're perceiving the world around you. That is a subjective experience that we call sentience. And that is proven. It's not just some inference, right? This is proven that individuals have sentience and plants do not have that. They don't have the biological capacity for sentience to emerge, right? This only emerges in animals.
Yeah.
Because okay, I go what you're saying. The reason I asked the question was because I've talked to like other people, and like there was this one person that I talked to, and he said that if there was theoretically speaking an alternative to plants that was like that didn't require taking or not, he would say that that would be the better alternative. Do you agree with this? Like, let's
Dude,
say in the
well, look,
future, like
Well, I'll
Let's
tell
say in
you.
the future, like
I'll
if
tell you
people
this.
discover.
Right now, if you pick up a tomato plant from a tomato bush, just fucking throw it in a random place if you really want to. We don't really care about how you treat a plant.
Right.
We really don't care.
So you don't care about life in general, only about that specific
sentient
type
life.
of life.
Well, we don't care about life
Look.
in the aspect of like there is everything around us lives. We mostly care about sentient life. The reason why we don't care about life, because there's life on my teeth. I brush my teeth, right? But also, it's a little bit of a like. We also have to say like, yes, we do care about life in the way that we don't want the environment to be destroyed. But if we have no issue with you picking something insignificant and doing something insignificant about it, if it doesn't involve the victim.
But I think the reason why most people that are against like the environment being destroyed, against plants being destroyed, isn't for the sake of the plants, but for the sake of themselves, because it harms themselves.
For
they
us,
don't have the good air quality and stuff.
Yeah,
The reason,
us,
like they wouldn't say it's because we want to protect the plants per se, but it's more like the plants are a means to have for us to thrive, like for the good air quality.
That's important. Yes.
But that's the difference to like the animals. You're saying that you're trying to avoid eating animals for the sake of the animals themselves and not for the sake of us, is what you're saying?
Yeah, the animals are victims.
Like the environment is good to protect, like plants and trees, right? And the coral reefs, because that provides oxygen and the essential resources for sentient life. So the only reason we should value life, like plant life, is for the same reason we value sentient life. Right? We should care about trees because it provides oxygen for sentient beings.
But what if like somebody comes along and says that he doesn't really care about non-human life as long as it serves as long as it serves my pleasures, like if I like to eat pork, like why should I be against killing pigs? Like why should I care about their life? Why shouldn't I just do it to serve my life, my human life?
Because they can say the same thing about humans, like Jeffrey Dahmer. You know, Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, sure.
Like, there's an argument to be made that even Jeffrey Dahmer treated those women or those humans, sorry, with quote unquote humane death because he put them to sleep. But still, it's unjust because it was unethical. It was non-consensual death. We care about the victims. If two individuals can't consent to doing an action that's harmful in our eyes, I don't see an issue unless the consent was like, you know, misused or whatever.
You're not against consensual cannibalism?
No.
If that was theoretically the case.
It's consensual. I don't really have an issue. No.
Okay, fine. I guess.
If you get your leg amputated and your friend really wants to try it, I see no issue. I can definitely say it feels yucky, but there was consent. But yeah, most importantly, is that going to change your view on how you should treat animals starting from today, or are you going to continue harming them?
I mean, I try my best not to, at least from what I can, so directly not harm any animals.
Let me ask you, will you try to, or do you think you should stop exploiting them?
I'm saying try because I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be perfectly like able to, you know, like I may make mistakes, like I buy the wrong product or whatever, or like I might slip, but like that's why I say try. That's what I mean.
Sure. I will just tell you the reason why I like the word should, because you understand the moral implication of you not being vegan, and you should always be vegan. And when you say you want to try, this is like me saying, you know, I'm gonna try not slapping women's asses, but if I fail, I'll stop being a feminist. That's.
So I can, yeah. I guess if you want to use the word should, yeah, I would generalize it as as a Christian, I should not do anything that's immoral, that includes anything immoral with respect to the treatment of animals. So yeah, that if you want to hear a should statement.
Okay. So today, starting from today, you should not buy products or use items which exploit animals unnecessarily.
I guess I should not do that. Okay.
Amazing. Is there any resources maybe we can give to you to make you go vegan quicker, or like make you help you with anything in relation to this?
I mean, I have some friends who are like who have been interested in veganism. I think they have some resources. But sure, you can post it in the side chat. I can check it out.
Sure, awesome. I'll send you a link to. I like Dingus's link. Dingus. So there's a lot of resources here, and a lot of people do recommend watching, especially because you're Christian. Christspiracy, which is a documentary. I've watched it. It's pretty interesting, to be honest. But yeah, some people like it. Some people are like meh with it. It's up to you. Hey, awesome. Is there any other questions from anyone else? More than happy to talk about it. Yo, Seven, you're here. We can talk. Let's see.
Oh no!
Sorry,
Provide the evidence that plants are sentient then by your metric.
No. I think there's a difference between sentience and like what is it, sapience, which is something that I've realized recently.
Sapience. Nobody's mentioned sapience. I asked you if you're sentient.
Do you know the difference between sentience and
Oh,
sapience?
I do know the difference between sentience.
Can you tell me?
I need to tell you. Sapience.
No, I just want to, before we have a discussion about it, I want to make sure that we understand the same thing.
Potential wisdom, right? There is no fucking thought in a plant. They have no fucking central nervous system, no brain. There is no concept of sentience. There's no fucking neuroception.
Do you know the difference between sentience and sapience? I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
He just said it. Tone just said it.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Okay.
Okay, so sentience, hold on. I'll be happy to explain it. It's the basic capacity to feel.
What's this got to do with plants?
Hold on, or experience.
Anybody say they were sapient?
Can I please finish? I'm not here to argue or fight with you guys. Like I've had good conversation.
It's hilarious that you think you're here to educate us. That's what's funny.
I'm asking a question. I'm not educating you. I'm trying to make sure that we're on the same page before we have a conversation. If he has a different definition than I do about a particular topic, we're not having the same conversation.
Can I just quickly ask, where is this conversation going?
I'm just writing something in the comment section and somebody suggested that I speak out loud. So if you want to talk to me, like I'm here and I'm just saying there's a difference between sentience and sapience. And this is something that I picked up recently.
I know the difference. One's the ability to think, one's the ability to feel.
You didn't explain it properly.
Guys,
you didn't.
Guys, hold on. Let me just look through the chat. So Tone asked, so plants are not sentient, yes or no? And you said, technically yes, but scientists say no. Could you explain that, Seven?
I would be so happy to do that. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Okay, so sentience would be the basic capacity to feel, perceive, or experience subjective feelings such as pain, pleasure, or warmth, which is the sapience, which is the definition. It's a higher level of thinking. It refers to the ability to think rationally, possess wisdom, right? Which is a lot of people confuse sapience for sentience. And when you explained sentience, that's what you were explaining. You were explaining sapience.
Hold on.
So sentience
Let's ground this.
is different.
Let's ground this again. 7. Are plants sentient?
Scientifically, they're not because they don't have a brain.
Okay.
But by definition and chemically, they are.
Oh yeah.
So
because they communicate with their environment and other plants, which makes them
what is required
sentient.
for sentience?
By definition.
What is required for sentience?
So, according to this, it would be the experience of feeling, to perceive and experience feeling, pain, pleasure, warmth,
what is
communication.
biologically required for sentience?
Am I not speaking English? Hold on. I thought I explained it.
You said to perceive.
Is there something confusing about what I said?
Yeah.
What is biologically required for sentience?
What is biologically required for sentience? I'm literally gonna write this down.
I mean, what the requirements for sentience? That's what they're asking. Yeah.
I don't need a description of what it is. We know what it is. I'm asking you how it occurs. What is required? Well, you're busy.
So again, like scientifically, they're saying that it requires like a brain, et cetera, and a nervous system. So biologically, but because they're saying that plants don't have that, but it's more complex than that. Although plants don't have brains, they still communicate with each other. For instance, trees communicate with each other underground, right? They communicate chemically through, for instance, the environment, the air, the wind, right? So they do actually.
Yes, we agree.
So even though they may not have a brain or a nervous system, and that's why scientifically they're not recognized as sentient creatures, right?
So let's keep the conversation to specifically scientifically. Why should vegans care about non-sentient life?
I just think the difference, like sapience and sentience oftentimes gets confused. Personally, I think you guys should just go for legalizing consensual cannibalism, and I think you'd be good that way.
How is this?
Oh, so you are a troll.
Wait, how is this?
I mean, half and half, yeah.
Can I ask, 7, are you in favor or against sexually exploiting animals?
I'm against it. I'm an animalist personally.
Okay. Do you?
I think that we're equivalent to the animals that we consume, or plants, or etc. Yeah.
Do you pay for products which may come from sexually exploiting animals?
I hope not.
Okay. Do you know that all forms of all animal products have to come from from a form of sexual exploitation that has to happen to animals?
I'm so sorry. Can you explain that? What do you mean by the sexual exploitation of animals and consumer products? I just am I missing something? Oh god.
Sure. Do you think cows get pregnant when they want to, or are they? They? Okay, so they're impregnated by the farm.
Not on farms. No.
Yeah, but all farms look for a way to get the. Let me rephrase myself. All farms want to profit from female genitalia, because only female genitalia can produce another baby, right?
Right, correct.
Yeah. So would you say that is a form of sexual exploitation to animals?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. So would you say in that context all animal farms sexually exploit animals?
Yes.
Okay. So don't pay for any products that come from animal farms? Right?
Don't all animals or products come from animal farms? What doesn't come from animal farms?
Vegan food.
Sorry, that was funny. Sorry, that was pretty funny. Yeah, so if you have an issue with that, which I just explained, it's super easy to just simply not pay for it. Because nobody's going to have an issue with you eating plants, but victims are going to have an issue with you, paying for them to be victimized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be more complex than that. So is that
Wait, so do you guys drink milk? I mean,
No.
you can say it is. Oh.
Not really.
Because I just explained to Seven how it is a form of exploitation that has to happen to animals. But yeah, so from this conversation, Seven, like, is that going to change your mind on any of this, or are you going to continue like exploiting animals?
I mean, I try not to exploit animals. That's certainly not my intention.
So if by
If I
this,
am, I'm not aware.
If by this conversation today, let's say, you find out from our conversation that every animal farm has to exploit animals, would you stop paying for animal products?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and if they again legalize consensual cannibalism, I'd become a vegan tomorrow.
Well, but
Wait, how is that related?
yeah, we're talking about animal exploitation. What you're talking about is nothing to do with animal exploitation, right? If you want to do that, go ahead and do it. We have no issue with you asking your amputated friend for his leg to cook.
Thank you.
Literally, as long as he consents, you're fine. But we're just simply talking
See, I love this about you guys.
But yeah, we're just simply saying, like, right now, this doesn't have to happen. Don't pay for it. Be a better person. That's it. Yeah. So are you going to be a better person starting today?
Starting today? I mean, I think I started a couple days ago. My brother married a vegan, and I've been trying to cook for her.
Congratulations.
So I come in here and I try and get like recipes from you guys because it's really difficult finding the replacement. Like even baking, like vegan butter. Like, oh my god, this stuff is like. Anyway, so if you have any suggestions.
Discipline. I'm gonna ask you a question in a second.
Have all the recipes and ingredients you need for baking.
Yeah. Seven. I'm
Bacon
gonna.
is like actually one of the easiest way to like not be like held back by vegan, because most of the stuff that like animal products that you use in baking, you're not really using it for like taste. They're usually used as like a means to like fluff up the flour or use
Binder.
like bonding agents, and so you don't need even like egg replacement butter. You could just use like aquafaba or flax seeds and water. There are so many replacements.
Guys,
I didn't realize how complicated it was just to make like basic cookies, and then I had to go out and buy all new like stuff just to make like vegan cookies because I didn't realize it was like all the like the dairy, and then like it's just, and it's included in everything, like even the flour. Like you have to get like vegan.
Seven.
Anyway.
Just before I mute myself for a second, I'll send you a link. It has a lot of resources. It has like things about ethics, undercover footage, recipes, health, other resources, studies, and so on. So highly recommend the channel. Highly recommend the link.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so Disciple Mike. Let me just call you Mike real quick. Yeah, like, bro, you can still think that humans are way better than any other animal. Sure, you can have that. Even vegans have that position. But what everyone agrees on when it comes to what you're saying is, yeah, humans are higher, but those lower than us in some way or another should not be unnecessarily hurt or exploited or commodified. That's what we're saying. Like, sure, you can have that view. We have no issue, but just don't hurt others if you don't have to.
You share with your sister-in-law.
Yeah, I do share them. The difficulty is, so I did veganism for a year. I found it. Yeah. I didn't do any baking at that time, but I was curious about the diet. It was very difficult and a bit expensive because I started going to the farmer's market, and for some reason it was more expensive.
Well, you haven't. That's because you didn't just decide to go vegan. You decided to go like full.
I just wanted to try it.
Yeah,
I tried the clean diet as well, like the biblical diet. It was just it's a
what the hell?
Why not? It's like no,
the biblical diet is just apples.
Yeah. I did try it. Now, from doing that, I reduced my meat consumption and my dairy. Like I don't buy milk. I still buy eggs, because I bake a lot. And then I still buy because I go to the food banks. to get my meat sometimes, but it's like that's pretty much what they give you. They just give you whatever, right? So a big reason why I have meat in there. But if it was up to me, I eat meat maybe once a week. So I've reduced my consumption, but I'm not full, anything.
You eat meat once a week. Sorry, you eat meat once a week. You said.
So I'll do like vegetarian meals, small meals throughout the day, like every 2 hour, like snacks, fruits, vegetables, and then one large meal at the end of the day is usually, and then I do like one meat. So it's like if you look in my freezer, I'll have like chicken. Right now I have like ravioli, and I think there's beef in the ravioli, so it's like I'm gonna make that probably Saturday. But yeah, there's meat products in my fridge.
You've already live a way that it'd be super easy for you to go vegan, right? From your experience in the past, that's already made you a little bit more aligned with vegan living.
Yeah, if I had more money, I would. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think you need more money, right? You can be broke vegan. I think a lot of us are broke. I don't really go out. Like, if you are going to the farmer's market and trying to eat healthy, then that's a different thing. And in fact, I do respect that. Like, I think trying to eat healthy, vegan or not, is going to be more expensive, right? Even meat-wise, right? That's still going to be expensive.
Oh my god, Silver, you're a vegan? I didn't know you were a fucking vegan. Oh my god, shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's nice to see you in the vegan VCs.
I didn't know that was you.
Yeah.
Doing?
Hey,
Sorry.
Not every feminist might be a vegan, but most likely every vegan is going to be a feminist, right? That's just how we roll.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. I thought you guys hated us.
No, we never, bro. There's literally vegans. If they're not in the vegan VC, they're either in the LGBT or the feminist VC. We're all we all are a lot of us are intersectionists, and we all support equal rights, LGBTQ rights, everything like that as well. We don't hate you guys. What the hell?
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also you said eggs. Eggs is so easy to replace. If you ever buy what's it called? What's aquafaba? Chickpeas. Yeah. If you ever buy chickpeas, the liquid that that comes with the chickpeas, that's called aquafaba, and that's a bonding agent you could use instead of eggs. Or you could just buy flax seeds.
You can make mayo
and just soak them in water. You can also make mayo out of that.
Isn't it? Silver. Ground it.
Say that again?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have to ground it. Yeah.
Yo, who made this Linktree resource guide?
It's pretty detailed, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, who made this? They deserve an award. This is crazy good.
So 7, there's an image that I think you're gonna definitely like. I'll put it in the side chat for you. This. Some people use this actually as well. There you go.
Are you joking? This is so good.
How good a pina colada is? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever had it. How good is mulled cider? Mulled cider. Did I have that? I think I had that. I think it's pretty alright.
Yeah. And your sister's gonna be very happy that you've come in prepped and ready.
I know, she's so sweet too. It was the one day we didn't. Oh man, we forgot. She's just so kind. Oh my god. So I'm going to make some cookies tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. I also recommend just asking now you actually have a close family member that gives you the biggest advantage a person can have when going vegan. It's just asking them how they eat, right? And what supermarkets they go to, what do they prefer, what restaurants has good food, what kind of brands that they like. Because you have to explore a little bit when you're trying to go vegan, and having someone who's already done a lot of that heavy lifting kind of pave the way for you. It makes it super easy. So I say while you're on this journey, to try and be a helpful sister-in-law, like you should definitely try to go vegan yourself, and it definitely is possible to do it cheap.
Which link? Are you talking about the the resource link? I'll definitely post it here, if that's what you're asking. This one.
Here, check what I've sent in chat.
We're doing
It
this
takes
remark
2
in the
seconds
tape.
to. Oh wait, no, not that.
Uh-oh, Silva posting feedbacks.
No, not here. Do you see
22
what
Davey.
sent?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
22 days.
it's like yeah.
Yeah, Tone, I don't know what was going on, but I think... I don't know, I could say maybe it was the lack of the question which I asked them, what do you think about sexually exploiting animals and whatever, which kind of like got us to that part. I don't know what happened. Have no idea, but it's good. So far, so good.
And this is a resource where, like, you know, you don't have to give any information. You could just sign up using your email. You can even use a fake email if you really wanted to. But it basically will give you a bunch of resources. But like, it's like it'll send you emails and give you a daily update. It'll give you recipes. It'll also like tackle the most common concerns a lot of people have, like whether it's like if you're a woman and you're worried about iron, you might have anemia. It'll help you with that.
Tone, fuck you! I'm better. No, I'm joking.
Will literally like provide you nutritionist. Like you will have your own like nutritionist help you like plan your meals. If you have any struggles, they like you could talk to them, right? And I think the best thing is also they'll put you in a group of people like you.
Ooh, Tone, and now, oh my god. It's gonna be one feminist at the time, bro. I'm telling you, one feminist at the time going vegan. And then, sooner or later, they won't be complaining at all about vegans, because all of them are gonna be...
And like it'll be a Facebook group where you could see this different kind of like experiments, people doing their like sharing their recipes, their experiences. It's like a super useful resource.
Yeah, I just signed up. I put my real email in there and everything. That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah.
No
Of course.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Based feminist.
How they all should be.
And then once we get you, we'll go for gin.
The guy's from Texas. Good luck.
There are many vegans in Texas. There are many vegans who used to hunt, who used to like be slaughterhouse workers, who've gone like into like passionate vegan activists. So where there's a will, there's a way.
There is an actual YouTuber called Hunter, and his name actually came from being in a hunting family, and he became vegan. And I think that's pretty nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I've spoken to Daddy. Like he's.
Wait, what?
He's like the same. His name is Daddy Jin.
That's his name.
His name is Daddy. Wait, do you call him personally?
we go through this every time. Yeah, he's also like a nice bloke, so I'm sure he'll understand as well.
I think everyone.
It could be a family challenge.
I think everyone's a compassionate person. It's just for some,
Yeah.
it's just aligning that, which can be very difficult.
Yeah, I think the difference is like if you are an activist, like you don't have to face like the difficulties as to the extent as a non-vegan, the general person. What's up?
Anyway, is there anyone else who has any questions or some concerns or about anything? More than happy to talk about it. Oh. Let's see. I almost pinged about Instagram. Empty cages, yeah, that's the guy. That is the guy. You know, we should force babies to be vegan as much as forcing them to be feminists as well. We should force feminism down children's throats.
I love forcing feminism down children's throats.
How do you do that? With a pill or?
Hmm?
Yeah, usually some HRT.
Oh, bro. Hmm. Do you know that America is about to like give I'm not sure if you read Silver, but Pete Hegseth said that people in the army can have free TRT.
Well,
Testosterone?
well, it's in the
Yeah.
US, they're recommending. They're doing the testing, aren't they?
Yeah, they're saying we're gonna test
I
your
don't. I don't get
TRT.
that because like, isn't that like the army is like, if I mean, there's many things wrong with the army, but the one thing that I can at least respect or admire is its ruthless efficiency, right?
I want to say also, Silver, on top of that, I do like how they're providing gender affirming care in the army as well.
Okay, hell yeah. The army's going woke.
What, in the US or the UK?
In the US, because they are providing TRT for men with low TRT. That's gender affirming care.
Well, I mean, is it?
Interesting.
Oh, I guess
I mean,
so,
it
yeah.
technically is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like technically, like being a man with low testosterone, like that isn't like you're not scientifically required to have more testosterone. But you're right, it is gender affirming. That is the main reason.
Until you leave and then you crash, yeah.
Yeah, I've read on the internet you can stop taking TRT, but it's medically advised to talk to a doctor when you do. And you should come off it slowly, rather than, yeah. Hey.
Yeah, there's all sorts of other shit you have to take with it.
Seven, wait, you know bipedal's also vegan, right?
Yeah, I enjoy chatting with him.
Yeah. All the based male feminists are vegan. Just saying. Just saying.
Or they're afraid to come in this room.
James, I love your comment. Feminism for
What we can do, throw vegan marshmallows at you.
I think the last time I came in here, I got a 48-hour ban.
Wow, there was different circumstance there, wasn't there?
Dude, I got a recoil hit from you, Seven. I don't know what the fuck I did. All I know is I was shot.
Oh, I was mad. I was like, what was it? The one night we came in that there was one guy who was a vegan and he came in the feminism room and he kept just like changing the topic. And I'm like, all right, after an hour of this, I'm like, you know, we're talking about feminism. So the next morning I saw him in here. I came in and I was like, no, that's it. We're going to talk about feminism in here. And then it's like, next thing I know, it was like, kicked 48-hour ban.
Yeah,
I didn't even
if
say
you have
anything.
if you have vegans
I
in
was
your
like-
room, if you have vegans in
I
your
was like-
room who don't talk about the topic of the room or try to insert something, you're more than welcome to just kick them.
I know, and I should have done that. It was my mistake. I talked to the team after, and they're like, "Okay, no more of this. Like, stop
You
it."
shot me. You didn't even
Like,
apologize.
this is definitely like annoying me. I didn't know like that people like would think we need like bridges, man. Like the feminist room and like vegans are all like we're literally like secular minded progressive values. Like you can absolutely assure that if a feminist believes in something, a vegan is going to be there and they're going to believe it harder, right? Because and like if you talk to vegans, they are, I'm not trying to compare, but even sometimes more hardcore, because to be a vegan isn't easy. So just by being vegan default, your values, like you're even more principled to them, your activism wise as well. So you guys should definitely not be scared of us, and we're going to try and work on that. And if you meet someone who's vegan who's being very annoying, then report back.
Yeah. No, it
And
made
we'll
sense,
sort
and
them out.
I deserve that. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Don't worry.
I found it
And we
fun.
certainly don't organise to go to other rooms in here. People are free to do what they want.
Oh yeah. Oh true. Yeah. Stop that, bro.
This isn't like the religious channels. We don't raid each other's rooms. That's pretty pathetic shit.
I don't know. I sometimes, if I got a friend or two, I wouldn't go to one of the like religious VCs, but I'll definitely go to like a chill, like conversation VC. And if no one's chatting, I don't mind bringing up veganism there in a very sly way. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm super bored, I want to do activism.
Fairs.
But then again, it's not in one of the rooms. I'm not like trying to actively like distract the conversation.
Silver, what do you think about people who decide to become a feminist for their health?
Feminist for the health. I think technically, like, I think it's good in the sense that, like, I think being a feminist is like ultimately a decision you come to when you are educated, when you are aware of what it means to be a feminist. So I think, like, it's like a conclusion come to after like understanding the reality of like the systems and the surroundings, and so you are more well equipped. And so technically, I think it's healthier for you to be a feminist. Yeah.
Well, my dad's hands definitely wouldn't hurt as much.
I see Jason's trolling in the chat.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's funny. I like that. Is there anyone else who has any questions about anything vegan related? More than happy to answer. Hey.
Oui, oui.
Oh, one quick question. Spices. If I can't find certain like tomato spice or whatever the heck it is, is there an online store to buy like certain flavored spices? My town is so small.
Tone, you could cook a lot. You should know
I
some stuff.
can't answer for the US
Oh.
I'm in Canada.
or Canada because I'm in the
yeah.
UK, so I have no clue.
I know, that's the hardest part. I just have like
this
a
doesn't sound
Walmart.
like a vegan issue. This just sounds like a small town issue where even as a non-vegan, you're gonna struggle to find good spices because meat doesn't taste good by itself. You need spices.
Yeah.
Seasoning, herbs.
All right, challenge accepted. Thank you.
But most of the spices
Look, I
I
guess
buy,
just go on the
they're not
internet.
normal supermarket spices. I order them
Yeah.
online and get them delivered.
You could get like buy it in like bulk and get it delivered, or get it delivered to like a city that's close to you, like and super bulk, and then like you could just drive there and get it.
Super bulk.
Multi-buy.
Hey. No other questions from anyone. God damn. So good so far.
Oh yeah, I feel like you're down like tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah,
What time?
12 o'clock there.
I was at a dinner with someone. They said something interesting. You couldn't share your opinion. They said they agree that animals should have rights and with veganism, but they just don't practice it. And said they're vegan, but they don't practice veganism.
Yikes. This is like me saying I practice feminism, but I also like sexualize women.
Yeah, he said that's not possible too.
That's not possible.
I think it's like more in this day and age of like factories in general, right? Like when people are like buying their phones from like factories of children, like they've just gotten used to it. No one changed, and it's kind of just become like, oh yeah, this is a terrible thing, and we should change. But I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it, and I've just stopped caring to the extent, even though it should be something we change. And if we look back in history, when people don't do this kind of stuff, we're going to be ashamed of our actions.
Yeah, that's why I genuinely stopped caring about people a long time ago.
Well, no, you don't want to stop caring about people. It's just you want to help them. Like they have these barriers where they think it's difficult and they don't know how easy it is, and you want to just combat them by showing them how easy it is to be vegan, by how the way you live, right? Like I think that's the advantage that real life holds than doing like online Discord activism.
No, like veganism was the cherry on the cake of hating people.
Yeah, a lot of vegans do turn into misanthropes, and I don't think that is the answer. I get where they're coming from, but for the animal's sake, that's not the answer. For your own mental health and like not burning out, that's not the answer. And I don't think it's the truth either.
Well, I've
Kind
accepted
of like how a lot of
that.
feminists are upset and angry at men. Like I get where they're coming from, but you can't let that completely blind you.
No, but I've just changed my view. For example, I don't think it's kind of like slavery. People didn't suddenly go anti-slavery because
Exactly.
it's wrong. They went because it's cheaper to buy machine-produced cotton.
We say this, and like I want to do a deep dive like on like how we stop slavery like across the world. What does that look like? What did slavery abolition look like?
So like once we get lab meat and lab milk and stuff, then animals don't have a place anymore. Then they'll stop being produced.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing in the scheme of things? Of course, I think you're intending it to be a good thing, right?
Well, practically it's good, right? But I've compared it to like, is virtual reality rape good or bad? Sure, it stops rape in real life, but do you want people to rape other people if it's not real?
Well, that's training a very bad habit of the mind.
I think it's like relatively it's better, and that is how the world works. Like we constantly like make one decision over the other, and as we do that, we get closer and closer to the ultimate ideal scenario we want. It's easier for us to tackle issues when they aren't as commonplace, as big of a problem.
Well, if I'm hearing you right, it's like if you say like, okay, so if we don't condone like the VR outlet for unacceptable behavior, then we're actually helping people become better.
That world only allows us for it to be easier for us to tackle that issue. I don't think just giving that just by itself, VR rape is going to help people. I think that just is helpful in the sense that real life people aren't getting raped.
Well, so it eases the actual suffering, but there's still the negativity of the act being done, even if it's not harming anyone. The person themselves is acting or thinking in such a way that permits it to be perpetuated. Even, I mean, what happens then if VR disappears, or even if we just look at the grand scheme of things, it's like kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if having a prohibition on something is ever a good idea either, because we don't know how prohibitions tend to work out. But at the same time,
the best answer is always just education and reforming people's minds, like preventative measures.
Reforming people's mind. I like that. Yeah.
Which is a nice way of saying good propaganda.
The kids are our future.
Said like a true pedophile. Sorry, true.
What?
No, that's not the first time I've been called that. So
I was doing that in jest.
Like, okay, but the idea here, I think, is okay. If I lost my train of thought. We have this I know it's kind of, we've been kind of off the main trail here on a similar trail, like for analogy purposes with the VR rape thing, but point being is that in general, you have a kind of if we don't understand what, even if it's not actually harming anything, is the idea still a harmful idea to hold? Like, do we understand that we're losing empathy or that we're losing compassion by engaging in things, even if we know it's not actually hurting somebody or something?
I don't think it is losing empathy. I think these kind of actions are difference in priority. I think we see this happen to real life humans as well in just different scales, right? Where we will have, it's called in psychology, it's called situational compassion, right? Where if you are going to be benefiting at someone else's expense, you are less likely to be compassionate towards them, right? I think there might be an
Yes.
evolutionary trait for this as well, right? And if the what's it called, benefit is severe enough, then you are less likely to focus on the other person, right? And which is what the banality of evil says is banality of evil is just the lack of introspection, right? On you actually recognizing the consequences on the other person, right? That is what lack of empathy is. And so in the same way how there was a good analogy, I've kind of forgotten it, but in the same way how if you're working for a company and your company pays you really, really handsomely and you really enjoy it in every way, you have
Shit, I've unmuted myself on Discord. Chip! Yo, what's up, man? Hopefully you're doing fine. I think we made someone go vegan today. I think maybe 2 people so far on Discord. Happy days. I'm happy about that. I'm also very hot, so I got myself some ice with some drink. So, but let's keep going. Let's see what's happening.
things that you desire. And so in the same way,
Also, Chip, I hope the street activism went really good. I was watching partially, some of it. Looked good so far. And that clip, that short that you posted of that guy who told you to go fuck yourself after explaining the sexist religious scripture was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? He told you to go fuck yourself. God damn it. What the fuck? Jesus.
Or any non-vegans.
Oh, is that the case that we were talking about it that way?
Yeah, are you a vegan?
Oh, well, here we go. The big
Let's
reveal.
do this.
Yes, actually. So there was a time during college, actually, I became vegetarian. It could be probably, maybe you could say I guess I wasn't vegan at the time because I was still enjoying dairy at the time, but consuming that, actually. But, I don't know. Kind of just went off the train for a while. I guess after that, I just kind of went back to the old, meat is a source of protein mentality, and that's kind of where I've been residing since.
Can I ask you, do you know that
you sound pretty self-aware. It sounds like you already know what we're gonna say to you, bro.
Well, I kind of understand some of the ideas that are shared.
Why don't we just kind of not beat around the bush and just be honest, right? We're not gonna judge you for it, right? I think we all know that. I think you know that what we do to animals in factory farms is horrific, and
the
something-
documentaries I've seen, it makes me want to oh my god,
yeah.
Sorry. Is there something stopping you from just buying a can of beans instead?
Nothing's stopping me. I suppose it's not so much about stopping, it's about a different form of attraction that needs to be navigated, right? An attraction towards a preference that has come about probably. I mean, if I had vegan parents, I'm sure I would have grown up in a different way that I may not have ever had a taste for meat, or even vegetarian family.
So
that
just
being said, my parents literally fed me hot dogs out of a can, and I apparently liked them. So,
basically, just taste preference.
That's basically what it boils down to. Now, do I feel better when I eat meat versus not eating meat? I mean, I feel pretty much the same whatever I'm eating, unless I'm like not getting enough like sustenance in general. But honestly, I've gone the keto diet primarily a lot of times too, and that's of course that's a meat heavy diet in general. But hold on, I have to take a message here.
I want to ask them if they even know what veganism is, because it doesn't sound like they know. And that would be my question for them. The hell?
You're asking. Hold on, I need to reset my headset.
Black person.
Yes, me. Hello.
Sorry, I'm back. Anyways, the question is, let's start with the basic question. Do I know the definition? My understanding of it is, well, to be a vegan is to recognize the rights of animals and to keep it such that we as humans don't utilize animals in any way that is like to turn them into some kind of product or consumable entity.
So what's your view on that, actually? Because that sounds like a good definition. That sounds like something that I would love to follow, and I am following. So what about yourself? Do you agree? Do you agree with the definition, and is that something that you personally want to align yourself with?
Well, I mean, that was my definition. Is that the same? Does that ring clear here?
That sounds like I would like if a vegan told me that they follow this definition, I would have no issue with that. So my question for you is like, how does someone like you, who understands what veganism is, like based on this definition, still doesn't want to be vegan?
Yeah, it's interesting. I suppose if I hadn't, yeah, that's a good question. So
because within your definition, you truly care about animals, and you don't want to disrespect them. You don't want to cause them unnecessary violence. You don't want to be an evil person to those animals within your definition. But your actions are different.
Yeah. Right. I guess. So here, not I guess. That's a terrible way to start a statement about your beliefs. I think that we have to change the way we produce animals. For humans and animals have a relationship. They, in some way, shape, or form that can be mutually beneficial to both the human and the animal, without, I think, causing harm to the animal in a way.
What about exploitation?
I think there.
Exploitation.
Yeah, and there's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a mutually beneficial relationship and a exploitative relationship. And so there's some problems that have to be figured out here. Number one, the sheer number of human beings on the earth and the preferences or desires or needs of any number of people, how those needs get met. And of course, then there's cultural upbringing, and like I said, with my family, how I was raised. If I had been raised by different, people with different sets of beliefs, I probably would be consuming things differently and participating differently already, without even having to have, gone through some kind of conscious choice about it. But like for everyone else who's already established in this mindset of like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the fast food place and get a burger, well, they don't think about where does the burger come from. They want to eat the burger, but they don't want to meet the cow.
We care about people like you because you are self-aware about these things. So for us, it's like it's kind of confusing that you understand the atrocity, you understand the harm, you understand the exploitation and the violence. And the question is, why do you still do it?
Yeah. I think in part it probably has to be somehow, as ignorant as it sounds, out of sight, out of mind. I mean, I'd like to think that there is more humanely sourced products out there. But I mean, really, if you follow it to its origin, it's never humane. It typically, in a lot of, I don't know if there is a humane case, but I mean, okay, what about having eggs. Okay, so to have eggs, you would have to raise chickens. I have a family friend who owns and raises his own chickens, and I know he takes good care of his animals, and he doesn't slaughter them. He just raises them for eggs.
I would say this because this sometimes gets brought up. We can definitely have a conversation like this, and we do have conversations between vegans even on this issue. But the major factor, it's what are you doing right now? Because it kind of sounds like, yeah, I buy factory farmed animals, I do all of this atrocity, all of this shit. But hey, I have a neighbor. like, bro, okay.
No.
Like, you know, we can talk about your neighbor,
No.
but let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Well, no, okay, but I get my eggs from my neighbor, not from a factory farm produced, where eggs are in cages or whatever and all that. So.
Do you consume any other products which are not related to your neighbor?
Yeah, milk.
There you go.
As for one. The brand I usually have been buying lately is Fairlife. I wonder why they name it Fairlife. I wonder if it has anything to do with the cows themselves. No.
It's just marketing.
Like,
in fact, Fairlife actually had a series of serious accusations. Yeah, like we did some. There were animal rights activists who went to the Fairlife farms, and they're freaking more. They're worse.
Not
than
a Fairlife.
Regular farm. They're worse than usual.
I'll have to consider that. Because, I went to school and I studied a number of subjects. I wanted to solve problems in the world. So, number one, I studied a lot of math, a lot of computer science, but I wanted to find an outlet in which to utilize these areas of knowledge, and so I studied environmental science. And in the environmental studies, environmental science courses, of course, that's when I started learning more about things that were going on.
Ask Christian. Go. No, don't. Yeah, yes.
What?
What? They left.
Anyway.
Okay, I don't know who that
Wait,
was.
but as an environmental scientist, you know that being plant-based is the best, right?
So I remember other documentaries that had to do with negative effects on the environment of things, like King Corn was the documentary I watched about how they were genetically modifying corn. You couldn't even eat the corn anymore because it was just being modified so that it could be produced into corn syrup.
But that's straw manning the argument, right? Because the corn, most of the corn and most of the soy, we grow them to feed to the animal. Most of them that we grow for food specifically, to be clear, we grow for the animals. So
right, and then that's just a part of the supply chain. Yeah.
Yeah, but you understand that environmentally speaking, plant-based is one of the best things you can do for the environment. So if your goal is to impact the world, you should already be plant-based.
Oh yeah, I mean, first of all, that was one interesting factoid I remember learning about. And look, I don't like eat meat like every single day either. I know that that's a pretty weak argument either. But at least if I'm gonna have less of an impact, it would be good to eat less of it as a starter.
Yeah, but like, so obviously, we're like just trying to grasp at something, because I don't know, the conversation about animals has been had for a while now, as far as I see.
Well, let me put it.
You don't
this
seem
way.
to care enough about them to change, right?
Well, let me put it this way: I am an open-minded person, and when I just by being in here, probably just listening, even if I'm not participating, I'm sure my mind will be changed over time. Now, will it happen overnight? I don't know. What will it take? I don't know.
Sure. Can I ask you, like, would you be okay with doing exactly what we do to cows? That means forcefully impregnating them and taking away their babies so that they can make milk. Would you be okay with doing that to dogs?
Oh yeah. No. Obviously not.
No.
And it's
logically,
not a matter
is
of,
there any difference between them that would justify this difference?
No, I have to say I will say that I have had some kind of uncomfortable itch when I like drive by and I see the cows, and I know those cows aren't just standing there in the field. They're all going to probably be killed for food too, so it's
well, they're killed either way, right? All of the cows get killed. They either get killed for food or because they're not productive enough, and then they get transformed into food. Like, they're just seen as objects, and if you feel uncomfortable to it, it must be because deep down you know that it's wrong. So why continue doing it?
Yeah. Well, I certainly know I'm not perfect, and I don't think anybody is. We all have our vices and
Yeah, but
problems.
let's not navigate down because we can justify being imperfect when we are in a position where we're kind of like, I don't really have any other choice. Even if I'm harming somebody, I don't really have any other choice. But adopting a plant-based diet is very easy. It's just a matter of choosing different products. And the only difficulty is what, for a day, two, maybe a week or two? So we can't really say I'm imperfect, therefore I'll just continue exploiting hundreds of animals each year.
Would it be? It seems like it would be an interesting step in the right direction if I just say I'm gonna become a vegetarian again, at least for a starter, and then maybe go from there.
No.
Depends.
It's a
Depends
step in
what
the
you
right
do. So,
direction.
for example, well, it can be a step in the right direction if you replace the calories that you would normally consume from meat with calories that you normally consume now from cheese or something. Then it's in a step in the worst direction, because dairy products are inherently more cruel to the animals.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what do I actually eat on a normal basis. So the morning I wake up and what do I do? The first thing I do is I produce a smoothie, and what do I use for my smoothie? Primarily, I use AG1 Athletic Greens, a scoop of that with a handful of walnuts, frozen blueberries, bananas, and then what do I use as the liquid? Well, typically, lately, I've gone back to using milk. For a long time, I was on almond milk, and then I went back to regular milk. Again, it was a preference taste thing, primarily more than anything. Of course, now that I understand that Fairlife is...
Wait, what do you use the
indeed
milk in?
The smoothie.
Oh, but you barely feel the milk taste in a smoothie.
Yeah. I mean, I do notice a difference depending on what I use.
So why don't you get the what's it called? Not lazy cow. Wait, there's you live in the U.S. based on your accent, correct?
California. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. So in U.S. you have milk that is made without cows.
You're right. Like, wouldn't that be like oat milk, almond milk, soy milk?
No. Dairy milk.
Oh, there's dairy milk
tastes
made
exactly
without cows?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's made through precision fermentation. I think it's
Oh, that's
called.
interesting.
Yeah, wait, let me find out the name of it. But it's obviously more expensive because not a lot of people buy it.
Expense is not too much of a concern if it's not super expensive.
Yeah, you said AG1, and I thought so because AG1 is it's
Kind of
a bit of
expensive.
well, not just
It's
expensive.
$100 a bag.
It's also not really worth the price.
Probably not. But I like to think that I'm getting something healthy out of it, even if it's
Yeah,
more expensive than it should be.
Well, that's more placebo than the actual ingredients.
Well, that's why I haven't bought into
1.5 or
Rise,
3.5?
the mushroom coffee. The mushroom coffee, I haven't bought any of that yet because of that reason.
What percentage do you get them at?
Huh? Oh, what, the milk?
What? Yeah.
Whole.
Okay, so 3%. Okay.
We're gonna save you money by going vegan. Let's go.
Yeah. Obviously, you can get soy milk, which is I think it's very similar nowadays.
Cheaper, high protein, healthy.
I'm gonna have to find, because if I understand what this other dairy alternative
Precision
is, that
fermentation.
doesn't-
Yeah.
I would be interested to try that for sure. So that already fixes my morning routine in that regard. Now, what else do I eat? So
I have a question.
when I go out, yes.
Because you sound like someone who's not really concerned with cooking and someone who is looking mostly for convenience. Are you that kind
No,
of person?
I love to cook.
Okay.
Oh, I cook. I'm thinking about, but I also go out to eat too. So I was thinking about both cases. What do I cook? I like one recipe that I really like to make is pappardelle with slow roasted tomatoes with fennel seed, olive oil, salt and pepper, garlic.
Yeah, I've had
and
that. Yeah. By the way, Bored Cow is the brand name. This is the one.
Oh, thank you.
And you can find it in Sprouts if I'm not mistaken, and if not, you can order it online for sure.
We have a Sprouts nearby. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
you have to check. I'm not sure if every Sprouts has it. When I was there, not every Sprouts had them. So But either way, you can order it online. That's how I did it. My sister lives in North Carolina, and I managed to order it online, and it tastes exactly the same as regular milk. Her child was a very picky eater. My sister was out of cow's milk. My sister, unfortunately, does exploit and abuse animals. And she didn't have cow's milk anymore, and she used this one. And her child, who is a very picky eater, didn't even notice the difference.
Yeah. Well, now the question I have though about lactase is it lactose free?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Because my dad otherwise wouldn't be able to enjoy it with me because he has a lactose problem. Of course, then he wouldn't be drinking milk in the first place otherwise. So.
Yeah, it's lactose free. So the way they make it is they put sugar in a vat of water, and they have these specially made by us bacteria that eats the sugar and spits out casein and whey. And then based on those, they just, yeah.
What a trip. That seems like that could solve all of the problem of milk. Just if anybody would adopt it at scale.
Yeah, that's the problem, huh? Most people don't buy it. That's the bigger problem.
Well, I think you might have one new customer for it, so there you go. All right, so I'll look for that. Actually, today I'm going out shopping. I need to get some food for my cats. I have 3 cats that I rescued.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't intend to keep them. I was gonna try to find them their own homes because I already had a cat of my own, and my parents were like, "Why are you bringing all these? Like, how many cats are you bringing? We're not like a freaking animal shelter." But I was like, they were all from the same litter. They were living on the side of the freeway in the bushes of a subway, and I just noticed them on Father's Day. I was down there getting a sandwich, and I saw one orange head and then 2 other heads dash into the bushes. So I went about trying to bring them in, and eventually I did bring them all in, and then of course I couldn't find somebody suitable really who would care for them in a way that I would, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm keeping them now. They're 7 years old each now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
So. Well, but I still don't understand. Like, why do you care about cats but not cows? Like, how do you, without any hesitation, do not even consider the cows, but the cats, yes? Because cows go through far, far worse than living on the side of a highway.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. The cow, who I don't see on a regular basis, that I just see something in a store in a package and associate it as a tasty meal. And so there's a disconnect there. For sure, because if there was no packages of meat in a store, and the only way I could get that myself would be I have to look at a cow, I have to decide, like, okay, what am I gonna do to kill this cow, and then deal with all the butchering and everything else. I probably would not do it. Like, I would let somebody else do. I don't even know if I'd let somebody else do it. Like, if I was standing with somebody and had to watch them do it, it'd be like. So you're right. No, it's like it. But that's the whole thing. It's this disconnect that I have between the thing that's on my plate and where it came from. That is the problem. Does that make sense?
Chip? Oh, he's gone.
So how do we change this perception?
The way I agree with like everything you've said. Like, it doesn't make you a bad person. It's something that you have lost like your empathy for because you've been normalized to this. And the way you change this, like psychology, is like behavior doesn't cause actions to change. Your actions will cause your behavior to change. So
that's true.
By whatever means that can get you started eating plant-based, do that, right? Whether you care about the health, whether you care about the environment because you study that, or whether you just want to try something new. Like the last person who said they are doing it out of a challenge, right? The point is, all of these conceptions, these ideas you have that make it so hard, they kind of they literally vanish away once you actually give it a honest to God proper go, right? And you ask for help, and if you have concerns, and like you actively like be like proactively seek out solutions to them, right? Coming in here, going to other vegans in your life, the internet. There's solutions to everything now.
True.
And so you
So
just have to
here's
just start, right? Like you don't overthink, you
yeah.
don't like ruminate in your own like, oh, what can I do?
No,
I
I
want
think
to
I'm
change.
already convinced just by some pretty straightforward, how could this be kind of questions.
Yeah.
Hold on, my dad's talking to me. Hold on. So it definitely makes me think. Okay, well, why not just try like okay, let's start. Let's say a week without going and having steak or chicken or whatever.
Lucky you, people actually have made a resource because people like veganism isn't like a conspiracy guy. It's like no, people are.
Hey, Stoner Lady. Hey. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm just gonna do a little bit of stream now, just chilling. I got some stuff to do tomorrow. Already from 9 AM I gotta take a train. Oh, the atrocity of public transport. But so far on this VC, I think 2 people went vegan from what I'm aware, and this is the 3rd person, so...
Yeah, I was
also,
very
like-
interested in psychology. Psychology was like my spiritual awakening to education and knowledge. Actually, was my AP Psych course.
Yo, same.
Yeah.
In fact, if there's a degree I would pursue in my later years of my life, it would be like human behavior or psychology. Because why wouldn't you want to know how your mind works and the biases we have and whatever? Either way, 22 days, and also like fits because the human tongue, your taste receptors, they replenish after like 10ish days or so. So these cravings you have, they will also kind of just disappear as well. And like most people don't actually have these issues with craving, especially if they're in like these developed countries where these alternatives exist.
Totally, and not trying to cut you off or anything. I feel like in synchrony with things you're saying because look, for me, I've done challenges for myself, dietary challenges, in many ways. Like I said, I became vegetarian in college, and then later when I decided that probably antidepressants or whatever that I was taking I was gaining a lot more weight than I would like to have had. Then I decided I was going to try keto, and so I basically adopted keto, and I was able to do that, and I lost the weight. And so it's like it's not new to me to think, okay, whatever the taste or the preference is, it's kind of irrelevant. You can just by force of will and determinism eat what you want based on your conscious choice, and so
well, I mean, then you are part of the tiny percentage of people who actually understand human behavior and like have control.
9 AM has been hard for me lately. Oh no. No. Damn. 9 AM. I wonder if you're okay, mentally and stuff, because usually people who have sleeping issues probably things are usually probably a stress from what I remember. So hopefully you're okay.
High fat, high calorie content that can actually taste really good to be used in a lot of things. So that's already what my mind is going to.
I feel like because you said things like
There's a huge lag. Let me try to rejoin, see what happens. Hello? Bruh, Discord. It's having issues.
Okay, maybe that's better.
there you go.
I think I can hear you now. Yes.
Oh, okay. Was that me or was that Discord?
I think it was Discord.
Yeah,
everybody's
Okay.
dropping in and out. Sorry, so you were saying after I talked about coconut milk?
No, I say like that. I like the way you're thinking because you already.
PJ. Wait, who's the PJ? What's going on? Peanut butter and jam? Where? Who's PJ? What the hell? You guys are wild.
Not just learn the resources, but also the ability to be proactive in their knowledge seeking, so they don't make these very, very common pitfalls that are very easy to avoid if you just did a tiny bit of research. If you're worried about protein, I found this really good resource recently as well. Called Vegan Strong. Where is it? Here it is. And this.
Oh, Utop's is PJ. Oh, okay, I get it. I thought like peanut butter jam. What's going on?
Like if you look at the people who are actually part of this, if you go on like our team, these are like yoked vegans.
And then quinoa. I'm gonna be eating quinoa again because it's like the best.
Hello. Yeah. And just what's it called? Like there are so many resources out there, right? If you want to be like a hell yeah, bro. I support that as well.
Bro, Didio.
Thank you.
I think that step of like that foresight is like literally like set a timer after this conversation, set a timer for like 10-15 minutes. There we go.
Thank you.
Set a timer for like 10 minutes, and like in the first 5 minutes, right, whatever YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever media you consume passively, follow a bunch of like content creators that are vegan or like educational, and if you want, I can recommend you one as well, especially like for like healthy, like plant-based eating, convenient recipes and that kind of stuff.
Thank you. I will check that out.
But yeah, like check out the video, sign up to the challenge 22. Like it doesn't like you do a fake email if you feel comfortable. But they will literally assign you nutritionists. They will put you in a community because again, it's all focusing on like the psychology of actively creating this lifestyle change. So it's like doing the best that you can to like actively create this change. Because like you said, right, it is just out of sight, out of mind, and you've just gotten used to it. And this is the way to like combat this, right? Just changing and doing it with the best resources. This is the way. Mandalorian, hell yeah.
I'd love to say that. I also have a garden. We were growing tomatoes right now, but we've grown other things before, and we will probably continue to grow more new things. I like mushrooms. Damn, I love mushrooms. Like, I'll eat everything. Mushroom burger, eggplants as well. Like for Parmesan, eggplant Parmesan would be good. That will be my substitute for chicken Parmesan, I suppose.
I mean, vegan Parmesan is getting better. Nutritional yeast is, I think, also a great shout. Nutritional.
Yo, Utops, I'm gonna do you a favor. A little bit of a present. Tell me where you to which animal charity you want me to send $10 to, or 10 British pounds, because I'm willing to do that. Give me even a local animal sanctuary. Just if they have a PayPal or if they have a donation link like that, send it to me. I'll do it.
Bacon, that looks good.
Hell yeah.
Quinoa, of course. Yeah, these look really good, actually, for sure. Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's made by like bodybuilding nutritionists, so.
Wait, I also want to give you. I have these Instagram accounts that I save and give to people. These ones are very, very nice. Personally, I like the first one the most. Pick Up Limes. It's delicious food. But you can pick any of them and they'll have pretty freaking amazing recipes. Pick Up Limes is though. It's just like she's one of those people who just knows how to mix flavors in a way that makes everything taste absolutely insanely good.
Who do I pick? It's up to you. You pick any charity. It could be Earthling Ads, it could be your local one, it could be anyone. and I'm more than happy to throw $10. And I'll stream the receipt as well, if it doesn't have too much of my personal information. If it does, I'll just like take a screen grab and show you. I'm more than happy to do it. You can pick any. It's up to you. Any animal charity.
Regardless what situation you're in, just pop in and have conversations with us. You know, it's
Yeah, that's true. And like I said, if I just am here and listen, I'm sure that will be interesting for me to just know, kind of be in the know and just kind of be in the area in which the interesting conversations are happening here.
Yeah, I mean, you sound someone that is compassionate, and most people are like obviously against this kind of stuff. But not only are you compassionate, you sound intelligent, bro. So don't let me down, right? If you can't do it, I'm gonna be super disappointed. So yeah, come back, give me an update. I'll send you a friend request, and yeah, I'll check in on you if you don't mind.
Fair enough. I don't have a problem with that right now. But that being said, I do need to get back to work. I'm trying to get some work done on. Right now, I'm making a chess learning platform. Help people learn.
Are you using AI? Are you using AI to code?
Well, here's what I'm doing now. I'm not letting AI code for me. I'm letting it code, and I'm reviewing its code, and it has to basically be the code that I would write myself for it to pass.
Yeah.
So
I would do
that's
the same.
how.
I got you. Cool.
Because I have been, admittedly, like I could do sometimes, like, okay, when I get the result that is what I asked for, but I don't really examine how it got there, and I don't even look at the code. It's like I'm iterating fast, and I'm getting. It's kind of tempting to just let the AI do all the work and not even review it and just say that, oh, it's fine now if it's working, but maybe it's not fine, and it could be problematic. And refactoring it can actually cost more time and problems in the long run if you don't have a process like that.
Yeah, AI can hallucinate, so it's always good to double check.
Oh yes, very much so.
For me, it hallucinated one very interesting thing. By the way, speaking of coding, it had to do not, and then there were two things there, A and B. Doesn't matter what the conditional were, but instead of putting a parentheses between if not A and B, like parentheses, so not A or not B, it said just if not A and B, and it was such
not the same.
not the same, exactly. It was such a pain in the ass to find out where the bug was coming from. Yeah, but
sure.
It does make mistakes. Yes.
Anyways, I need to also clean. We're getting some wood laminate flooring installed. Got to get that area cleaned up now that it's pretty much done. So we'll catch you guys later.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
So you tops, it's all up to you, man. You get to choose which sanctuary or animal rescue place me and Subby pay forward to. All in your hands. Oh, my back is wet again. I need to take a shower today. Bruh, it's so bad.
It's Dev.
Hey, Dev.
Dev.
Can you guys stop harassing $sign Ilva?
No, don't.
Why would we want to stop harassing $sign Ilva?
Yeah, dollar.
Guys, this is annoying. I'm like, I can't focus on my gaming.
Is your username
Hey,
$sign
Sparrow.
Let's see, Stoner Lady. It's so creepy when it hallucinates. The AI, yeah, Ian has a bunch of spaces, and the AI reads the spaces out loud. What? Seeing random things. It keeps repeating the test Ian did when scanning over space in the document. Oh, Stoner Lady, check this out. This is like the most hilarious thing. So you know how on YouTube there are these 24-hour ads or whatever. You can probably find those kind of ads anywhere. There are AI ads, and the AI just keeps repeating itself over and over these ads. There is this one ad. Let me try to find it, and let's see if I can stream it. Because I think it's beautiful how broken this is. If I do a quick scene check, one sec guys, let me just quickly copy this. There you go. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, let me turn off the music. Let me turn this on. This is gonna be... Okay. Let's see if I can just move this around a little bit real quick. Have a listen to this. This is, by the way, this is all AI.
Millions of fans are making right now. Can you afford it? Maybe. But do you feel like you have to be there? That's the question. And for a lot of people, the answer this year seems to be not quite. The show will happen. The stadium will likely fill up one way or another. What
Yeah.
Like
There you go. This is the power of AI. It's beautiful. It's marvelous.
Well, he's already seen this stuff, and he already shared that he had a very positive reaction, like in the sense that he was disgusted, he was gross, he had a hard time even describing it, like even just reminding it, he was like emotionally like disturbed.
Yeah. But either way, like I don't think like if you empathize with somebody, I think you should go with that because that's just good. That's your activism style. That's very good. You know, we need people who empathize more.
Mm. No, I mean, my activism style is just ultimately just psychological coping manipulation. I'll do whatever it requires. I'll do whatever it takes.
I was talking to Christopher Pollock, this guy who came to Amsterdam for like a month or two. He's got this work thing, and he also does outreach.
You got two sanctuaries in mind. Arthur's Acres? Let's look them up. I'm kind of curious. Oh, Utops. We could do something phenomenal. We could do something crazy together. So, as Sabi said, they're willing to throw $10 as well. You can choose me to go towards one of them and Sabi can do the other. I'm more than happy to do that as well. Let's see. Oh, there's a cute pig picture on the first one. Oh, that's cute. Let me check. That's cute. Wait, Tony's gonna do the same? Wait, is this $30 now? Let's do that. Okay, wait, hold on. I think you got Tone as well. Tone, quickly, what do you mean I'll do the same? We just need to know to clarify this. What do you mean you'll do the same? Let's see. What? Wait. Let's see. Venmo Pay. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the Office Acres, and they do have PayPal, so I can definitely do that. More than happy. Let me check. No. Give me the euros. Wow, turn that to euros. I'm gonna go towards. I'm gonna pay towards Arthur's acres. I'm gonna. It kind of seems like because I'm translating UK cash to USD to make it fair. I think. Wait, £10 should be 13.4 in American. Oh wait, can I just press this? I can. Oh, that helps. Let's see if I can do it. Hello, hello. Hee hee. Awesome. Hold on, I think I've done it. Let me just show stream without any of my without too much of my information. It should be this one. Huh? Why is my thingy messed up? Why is my thing messed up? Hold on. Farfus is getting 30 quid. Bro, I'm just donating £10 because that's how much I can kind of throw right now. Wait, hold on. Is it this one? I can't. I want to share this screen and my OBS is like, no, go away. Oh, there you go. So if I do this, there you go. Ta-da! Below. I just throw 10 quid because I, you know, it was okay for me to throw it. But there you go. As a birthday present. Awesome. I think these should be, you know, vegan presents. Like, fuck you. Here's my, here's a sanctuary I want you to donate to. Oh. No, Tone, it was split. It was split between two sanctuaries. I was throwing some cash on one, and he was, Sabi was throwing some on the other. Oh. Let's see, nobody's here. Everyone's still quiet. Wait, someone... Hamadi, you said... All love to non-vegans. Veganism is fake. What do you mean? What is... like, first, what is veganism and how can it be fake? I don't get it. And also love to all non-vegans. By the way, veganism, like... just means not abusing animals. So you're basically saying love to all animal abusers? You gotta like explain to me what you mean. Damn. It's quiet, I know. Hey. Wait, Meow, can you talk? Probably not. Alright, I'm gonna remove myself from Discord for now because I'm probably gonna stop streaming in a second. And the reason why I streamed today because I wanted to do some street activism tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm busy and in London. But on Sunday I'm doing We the Free in Cambridge, so it's kind of like blah, 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 everything at once. But let's see. Yeah, Subby, if you need some help, we can help. I had a request today. Oh, you have to request. Wait, you can't donate to them just like that? That'd be very strange. Let me check. Because there was a link that you sent. Oh, my thing is messed up. Bruh, my... Stop. There you go. So, let's see. Ways to help. Just quickly check if they do have it. Oh, they do have a one-time donation. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, they have a PayPal donation thing where you have to like send them. It's really annoying. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's cool. That's cool though. Aye. I will definitely get those donations through. That's awesome. I think that's really cool for people to have birthdays and just send money to do animal rescues of their choice. I think that's cool. Anyway, I probably gotta cook some stuff, get some stuff done, because it's like I haven't ate much today, so I'm probably gonna do that. For you guys, I'm not sure what's going on, but when it comes to donations and stuff like that, but hopefully everything is gonna be sorted well. And Ben from Berlin, nice to see you, man. I'm probably gonna pop off. I need to eat something. I need to get those proteins in. Protein. Portuguese? No, it's just some like a little bit of a radio in the background playing. It's basically like GTA radio, where a guy like you have music, the guy talks for a little bit, and then it goes. I sent 15. Oh, nice. Arthur Zekers. Nice. That's awesome. Awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna pop off. Hopefully, everything's gonna be awesome.